Good morning, learners! Welcome back to Valenzuela Live. And here, I am again, your nurse, Antoinette. Are you ready to be healthy? Then let's get it on. But before anything else, let me give you some important reminders to observe during our online class. Now, I am sure that you are all ready for today's discussion. For today's lesson, here are the most essential learning competencies. Number 1, describe the characteristics, signs, and symptoms of malnutrition and micronutrient deficiencies. 2, discusses ways of preventing and controlling malnutrition and micronutrient deficiencies. 3, explains the characteristics, signs, and symptoms of eating disorders. 4, discusses ways of preventing and controlling eating disorders. And 5, applies decision-making and critical thinking skills to prevent nutritional problems of adolescents. But first, let's have a short activity. Let's call this activity, Guess the Ulam. I will be showing the ingredients and you have 5 seconds to guess the name of that dish. Just comment your answer below. For ingredients number 1, 5 seconds starts now. And the answer is pakbet. You got it right. For the ingredients number 2. And the answer is sinigang na baboy. Good job. And for the ingredients number 3. And the answer is menudo. Good job, guys. How many of you got the correct answer? Good job, learners. I guess all of us get hungry to this activity. Let's now go on to our first topic, which is malnutrition. It is lack of proper nutrition caused by not having enough to eat, not eating enough, or being unable to use the food that one does eat. Malnutrition occurs in people who are either undernourished or overnourished. Malnutrition affects billions of people worldwide. Some populations have a high risk of developing certain types of malnutrition depending on their environment, lifestyle, and resources. It is a condition that develops when the body is deprived of vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients. There are 2 major types of malnutrition. First, we have the protein energy malnutrition, and second is the micronutrient deficiency. Let's talk about the protein energy malnutrition. Under these, we also have the undernutrition and overnutrition. Undernutrition is a condition wherein a person does not eat or take the daily nutrients and nutritional requirements. This may lead to diseases and deficiencies. They are also called stunted, which means impaired growth and development that children experience from poor nutrition, repeated infection, and inadequate psychosocial stimulation. While overnutrition happens when a person eats and gets nutritional requirements beyond the needed and ideal amount. We also call it obesity. It is a condition in which a person has too much body fat. It occurs when people eat more food than the body requires. The problem with excess body fat is that it leads to the development of other medical complications and problems. It prevents the body from using the blood sugar correctly, which may lead to the development of diabetes. Excess fat circulating in the bloodstream can block arteries, causing blood clots to form as blood circulation slows at the blockage, the same way the water slows and pools at a dam. So the clots can break free and cause heart attacks and strokes. And now, here are the signs and symptoms of protein energy malnutrition. Lack of appetite or interest in food or drink, tiredness and irritability, inability to concentrate, always feeling cold, depression, loss of fat, muscle mass, and body tissue, higher risk of getting sick and taking longer to heal, longer healing time for wounds, higher risk of complications after surgery. Eventually, a person may also experience difficulty breathing and heart failure. And in children, there may be a lack of growth and low body weight, tiredness and lack of energy, irritability and anxiety, slow behavioral and intellectual development, possibly resulting in learning difficulties. Let's now see the controlling and preventing ways of protein energy malnutrition. Eat healthy and balanced diet. Eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. Add plenty of starchy foods like breads, potatoes, and pastas. Drink some milk. Have some balanced protein such as meat, fish, eggs, and beans. And drink 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. Let's now proceed to micronutrient deficiency. Lack or shortage in the recommended amount or intake of vitamins and minerals. Let's identify first the micronutrients. Micronutrients are vitamins and minerals that all humans need to maintain strong bodies, mental sharpness, and fight off diseases. They are needed by the body only in reasonable amounts. And these are the examples of micronutrients. For vitamin A or retinol, these are the foods rich in vitamin A. It helps the body to use carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Number 2, the vitamin B12 or cyanocobalamin. These are the foods rich in vitamin B12. It helps maintain the nerve cells. Number 3 is the vitamin E or the alpha tocopherol. These are the foods rich in vitamin E. These are antioxidants needed for the stabilization of cell membrane. We also have the number 4, the vitamin C or the ascorbic acid. These are the foods rich in vitamin C. It aids in maintenance of red blood cells, aids in bone, teeth, and skin formation, and resistance to infection. We also have the number 5, folate. These are the folate-rich foods. They aid in formation of red blood cells and protein. Number 6 is iron. These are the iron-rich foods. They help in energy metabolism, and they are important for transporting oxygen in the bloodstream and the prevention of anemia. We also have calcium. These calcium-rich foods helps to build and maintain bones and teeth, nerve and muscle function, and blood clotting. They also help carry out body processes. We also have the zinc. These foods rich in zinc plays a role in immune function, protein synthesis, and wound healing. Let us now discuss the different micronutrient deficiency, their signs and symptoms, and prevention. The micronutrient deficiencies are diseases caused by deficiency of vitamins or minerals in the diet. Let's now have the vitamin A deficiency. It can cause night blindness or the xerophthalmia and later on permanent blindness. It affects children, but the effect lasts a lifetime. The signs and symptoms of vitamin A deficiency are anemia, painful joints, crack in teeth, depression, and frequent infections. For the prevention, regular consumption of vitamin A-rich foods such as animal products, orange and yellow fruits, and dark green leafy vegetables. The iron deficiency anemia is a condition in red blood cell count, or hemoglobin is less than normal. Anemia results in retarded physical growth, low resistance to infections, and slow developmental learning ability. For the signs and symptoms of iron deficiency anemia, we have anemia, weakness, fatigue, pale appearance, reduced attention span, developmental delays in children. And to prevent this deficiency, we must take foods such as dark green leafy vegetables, legumes, red meats rich in iron, and iron-fortified foods. Let's now go on to the iodine deficiency disorder. It results from lack of iodine in the diet, wherein iodine is needed for the production of thyroid hormone. For the prevention, we must take iodine-rich foods like bread, iodized salt, cheese, saltwater fish, cow's milk, seaweed, egg shellfish, soy milk, soy sauce, and ice cream. Now, down to our last topic, which is the eating disorders. Eating disorders is an extreme, unsafe eating behavior that can cause serious illness or that may even result in death. Having a healthy body weight is very desirable. But for some people, social pressure to get thin or maybe muscular may lead to negative body image and unhealthy relation with food. Here are the warning signs and symptoms, prevention, and control of eating disorders. The first eating disorder we have is the anorexia nervosa. Anorexia nervosa is an eating disorder wherein individuals, usually female, starve themselves, leading them to a far below the healthy weight. They are also characterized by an obsessive desire to lose weight by refusing to eat. They have an intense fear of gaining weight and a distorted perception of weight. People with anorexia place a high value on controlling their weight and shape, using extreme efforts that tend to significantly interfere with their lives. The warning signs and symptoms of anorexia are dry skin, fainting, brittle hair, dehydration, loss of body fats, and irregular heartbeat. For the prevention, early treatment is the best way to prevent the disorder. And that early treatment is knowing the early signs. For the second eating disorder, we have the bulimia nervosa. It is a frequent eating of very large amount of food followed by purging, such as self-induced vomiting, to undo the effects of stuff eating. It is a serious, potential life-threatening disorder. To get rid of the calories and prevent weight gain, people with bulimia may use different methods. For example, you may regularly self-induce vomiting or misuse laxatives, weight loss supplements, diuretics, or enemas after binging. Or you may use the other ways to rid yourself of calories and prevent weight gain, such as fasting, strict dieting, or excessive exercise. For the warning signs of bulimia nervosa, we have damaged heart due to starvation, damaged kidney due to the laxative abuse, dehydration, and serious malnutrition. Enlarged stomach, tooth, enamel injury, sores in the mouth, and throats are often red. To prevent bulimia nervosa, we must avoid skipping meals, eat high-fiber foods, include fresh fruits and vegetables in the diet, drink 8 to 10 glasses of water a day, avoid finger foods, and eat regularly. The third eating disorder was binge eating disorder. It is a compulsive overeating in which a person eats huge amounts of food without control, usually done by the depressed, stressed, or nervous people instead of expressing their feelings. Binge eating disorder is a serious eating disorder in which you frequently consume unusual large amounts of food and feel unable to stop eating. Almost everyone overeats in occasions, such as having seconds or thirds of a holiday meal. But for some people, excessive overeating that feels out of control and becomes a regular occurrence crosses the line to binge eating disorder. When you have the binge eating disorder, you may be embarrassed about overeating and vow to stop. But you feel such a compulsion that you can't resist the urges and continue binge eating. For the warning signs of binge eating, we have lack of control, depression, grief, anxiety, shame, and disgust of self-hatred. To prevent this binge eating disorder, we must learn to manage stress. We must eat 3 regular meals, stop dieting, avoid dullness or boredom, do some exercise, have enough sleep, and get help. Always remember that eat for your health and nutrition. Have a balanced diet. Build a solid support network. A healthy diet has a lot of benefits. It can prevent certain health conditions like heart diseases, cancer, and it can lower your cholesterol. It can also help you lose weight or stay at a healthy weight. The choices you make about what you eat and drink matter. They should add up to a balanced and nutritious diet. It is important to be nutritionally healthy at all times, most especially in this time of pandemic. During the times of stress and uncertainty, it can be easy to fall into bad habits, neglecting already established healthy routines. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle supports your mind and body, making you better equipped to deal with the difficulties posed by the coronavirus pandemic. Let's see if you have gained something from today's discussion by a short activity. Just comment down the letter of the correct answer. Number 1, your classmate is anorexic. How are you going to help him or her? 5 seconds starts now. And the answer is letter D. Number 2. Why do adolescents require more energy and nutrients? 5 seconds starts now. And the answer is letter B. Number 3. To stay a healthy weight, one should choose a healthful diet with 5 seconds starts now. And the answer is B. For your assignment, do activities number 1, 2, and 3 on your health module to be checked on your follow-up discussion with your MAPE teacher. Before we end, I would like to leave a message. The doctor of the future will no longer treat the human frame with drugs, but rather will curb and prevent disease with nutrition. From Thomas Edison. Thank you for spending your precious time with me. Again, I am your nurse, Marie Antoinette Ganalon Soriano from DVB NHS, signing off. Goodbye and take care.